In this video, we examine some switches under the microscope. We do surgery on a motor. I stick a screwdriver in my hand, and there will be music. Here we have a Sony TC-W365 double cassette player, which needs a bit of love and care, because neither of the decks are playing, rewinding or forwarding. Since it is an 80s cassette player, chances are the bells are gone. Hopefully they did not turn into tar as they did in the previous cassette player I repaired. Oh, that is definitely more empty space than I expected, to be honest. And apparently someone has been here already. The belts did not turn into tar, luckily, but they are floppy as floppy can be. Barely any stretch left in them. Let's replace them. So there is one belt going from the motor to this black wheel, and another belt from the black wheel to the white wheel close to the motor. To connect the belt between the motor and the white wheel, we need to detach the motor, because getting the belt around the wheel on the motor axis wasn't very doable with the motor attached. The motor is attached to the frame with two screws on the other side of the mechanism. To put back the screws that are not very easy to access, I use a little bit of sticky tape to stick the screw to my screwdriver. In that way it won't fall off, and the sticky tape can be removed when the screw has done a few turns. The belt between the black and the white wheel is easy. Now let's reinstall it and do the other cassette mechanism. This mechanism also has a belt from the black spindle that drives the cassette to the tape counter. Route it like this, using the little white wheel to keep the belt free to move. So, now only deck A runs when pressing play, but deck B does nothing. Given the experience with the previous deck we repaired, it could very well have something to do with the switches that are switched when play is pressed. These switches are on the small PCB screwed to the back of the mechanism. Let's get them out and examine them. Here they are close up under the microscope. When the mechanism pushes these switches, the two metal strips inside make contact and close the circuit. When measuring the switches in continuity mode, they do not make contact. Let's spray some contact cleaner in them. The contact cleaner did its job, and the resistance in the switch is now close to zero. The motor is still not running though. Let's measure the voltage on the motor. So we have -7 volts on the negative connection of the motor and +7 volts on the positive connection of the motor. So it should run when 14 volts is applied. Let's put 14 volts on it with the bench power supply. It is not running, while the motor of deck A is running when we apply 14 volts. So it's probably the motor. Let's see if we can get inside it. And a quick reminder to be careful with screwdrivers. I was able to separate the PCB from the motor, but not in one piece unfortunately. It was quite the struggle. Since these motors are quite cheap, I'll order a new one. So here's the new motor. Let's install it. Oh dear, when pressing play the tape is moved out of its casing, and that is because the motor is running the wrong way. Silly me, I ordered the wrong motor. Maybe we can just switch the plus and minus of the motor and have it turn the correct way. Yes, that works. Let's see if we have sound. And we do have sound, but not the sound we want. The deck is playing way too fast. Because both decks are playing at the wrong speed, I spent a lot of time measuring all the components on the main board, especially the speed control circuits. The service manual was easy to find on the internet and it contains the whole schematic for the device. Unfortunately, I did not find any broken components. Before I switched the plus and minus wire of the new motor, it made a lot less noise, so it could be that switching the wires messed up the speed control of the motor. I thought it'd be easier to just buy a new motor that turns the correct way, but I couldn't find it anywhere. This motor is an EG530KD2F, but what I need is an EG530KD2B. Let's see if we can change the direction of this motor. I did find an excellent YouTube channel called Tetrakan, on which an electric motor magician explains that he replaced the broken electronics of a motor that turns the right way with the electronics of a new motor that turns the wrong way, and thereby solve this problem, because the actual direction of the motor is determined by the position of the brushes inside the motor, not the PCB. So a big thank you to Tetrakan. A link to his channel is below this video. To access the brushes in the new motor, we need to remove the PCB from the housing, which was not easy. But with a lot of patience and careful manipulation, I was able to separate it from the housing. These brushes determine which way the motor turns, so maybe if we could swap them over, we might be able to make the motor turn the other way. We have to be careful not to damage the brushes when opening and closing the motor though, because they are quite fragile. Now we can use a pair of tweezers to switch the position of the brushes. To keep the brushes from harm during reassembly, I used 2 pieces of a toothpick and stuck them through these little slits to hold them to the side. It's best to do this when opening the motor as well, because there is a little ridge on the armature which could bend the brushes when pulling out the plastic brush mount. This happened when I removed the brushes, but I was lucky because no damage was done. Now put the plastic bit back into the housing of the motor, while carefully keeping them to the side with the toothpicks. Let's test the motor with the bench power supply. I'm applying about 11 volts here. Well, it's running, so let's put back the PCB and the cover and install it into the tape deck to see if our experiment was a success. And it works. That's great. Copy paste with the other tape deck and that works as well. So we did fix the tape deck by replacing the broken motors with modified new ones. Wonderful! Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe or be my total hero and join the channel. I hope you will join me in the next video. Bye then!